Good morning. My name is Umesama Arinze, and I'm the CEO of S Class Realty Consult. Now, today, I want to give you the list of things that you need to have. If you watch our previous video, we gave tips on what you need to have for first-time buyers. Now, after you've gotten all the due diligence reports by Lego Search and you have all the RFOs and what have you, now there are a list of the things that you need to have for proper documentation. Now, that means so that it can be easy for you to transfer that property to yourself or to your beneficiaries. Now, one is power of attorney. Now, if you are buying for the first allotee, for instance, you need to prepare 3 copies of power of attorney, 3 copies of deed of assignment, letter of authority to collect C of O, letter of authority to register deed of assignment, letter of authority to register power of attorney. You need to have this document signed. Now, we also advise that if you have intention to sell this property in the future, you should leave the power of attorney, deed of assignment, and authority letters open. What we mean by open is that, for instance, if my name is Umesamo Arinze and I'm the one who is the first allotee, and I'm giving Emmanuel Jegede authority to register power of attorney. Now, it will read after the headings, it will read the authority to register power of attorney. I, Umesamo Arinze, hereby give. I will not put that Emmanuel Jegede as the person I'm giving the authority. I'll leave a blank space, either a blank space or dash 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 dash. Then I will continue on the body of the letter and I will sign. Reason is that at the time you want to consummate the transaction, for instance, you want to consummate the transfer of the property, you might not find Umesama Arinze, or I might not be available, or the property might have appreciated in value. Most times, when you go back for them to sign those authority for you, they will start demanding for money or they will be claiming not to be available. So to avoid those instances, you keep the power of attorney open. What we mean by keeping the power of attorney open is that the page where Umesama Arinze will sign will be different from the page where Emmanuel will sign. So that when you don't find Emmanuel, you can easily adopt that first one. That is for the power of attorney and the deed of assignment and also the authority letter. You must also have the valid means of ID for this Umesama Arinze, is either international passport or driving license, and you must also have the NIN slip of Umesama Arinze. So these are the documents you need for you to get the property transferred to you if you are buying from the first allotee. Now, if you are not buying from the first allotee, then you need to have all these that we have mentioned that have been signed by the first allotee. Now, I want you to understand, if you're not buying from the first allotee, and it happens that where Umesama Arinze, who is the first allotee, is signed, and where, for instance, Emmanuel Jegede you are buying for sign is in the same page, and they have not registered their interest, that means you must register the interest first before Emmanuel can have the authority to give you, or you will have to go through the Herculean process of going back to the first allotee. And most times, those first allotee will require money from you. So if you're not buying from the first allotee, make sure that the authority letter is not closed. Then what I mean by it's not closed is that if, for instance, I'm the one giving the authority letter to Emmanuel, and I wrote, my name is Umesama Arinze, please, Emmanuel Jegede authority to collect CFO, blah, 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 and I assign. Now, that means the only person who can collect that CFO is Emmanuel. Now, but maybe, and CFO sometimes take time to come out, maybe 1 year, 6 months, depending on how fast we are to pay the required fees. So if you are buying not from the facility and those letters are closed, please don't buy. Make sure that the person you are buying from, go back to the facility and get them signed either on your behalf, either you are buying, or open up those authority letters. You must get those things. If not, you will have a property and you cannot transfer it to yourself or to your beneficiaries. So these things are what is required for you to transfer document to yourself. If it is a C of O, you must have the R of O and then the C of O together, come together. In these days, don't buy the issue of saying there's no R of O and you can only buy the C of O. No, in ages now, anything you must do with C of O, you must provide the R of O. But if the R of O is missing, there's a way out. The way out is for the first allotee to apply for a certified true copy. If you are buying from the first allotee, If you're buying from the second person who bought from First LT, who has not registered the interest, that means it must still be the First LT that will apply for CTC of the RFO for you to be able to buy the CFO. But if the person you are buying for have registered his interest, he also can apply for the CTC of RFO for you to be able to buy the CFO in this instant. Please watch these videos, subscribe to our channel so you get tips on what you need to do. We are here to make sure that the processes of buying property in the FCDA is demystified so that you will not get into issue, you will not buy property that you will not be able to have property from the wrong hands. And I know that if you keep watching our videos, you will continue to get insight. Thank you.